You're now live. Good morning. It is 10 o'clock in the UK. It is 5 a.m. on the east coast of America. And that means that it's time for Blabbing for Britain. Now, on Blabbing for Britain, we have Stephen Healy, John Hupton, and of course, Peter Stewart. But the thing at the moment is, there's just me. So I am representing Blabbing for Britain, and I'll be on screen when the countdown clock is finished. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube and on LinkedIn. So good morning, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'm just waiting. It says Peter Stewart is ready to join, although I can just see XSplit Broadcaster now. We're actually live, and I'm waiting for Peter to give me a thumbs up. And lo and behold, John Upton has arrived too, and I can see another. I've got a thumbs up. So I'm going to take that card off. I'm going to hide it. And so a beautiful photo of Roundway Hill in Devizes, and bring Peter on screen. I'm just waiting for John. Good morning, Peter.
Morning. Well done.
Okay. All right, looking good. You're well framed. I'm just trying to get myself in the frame as well. John's got XSplit VCam running. Anyway, how are you, and how is your trip down south?
I had a fantastic weekend. My foot was sore because I had a foot problem. It was pouring rain, but we still had a great time. The drinker among us, on a Sunday, we didn't even see him all day because he was out flat in his bed. And but Andy and I, we had a fantastic time, even though it was raining, and I walked everywhere. So I came back to Aberdeen for a rest.
Yeah. But, all right. Good morning, John.
Good morning, people. Got a bit of a cold again, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Well, funny you should say that, because I'm actually singing on Friday, Saturday, and went to bed early last night. I'm a bit chesty, and I took paracetamols, ibuprofen, vitamin C tablets. I says I've got to be ready for Friday, Saturday,
Yeah.
So it's a big weekend for me. Big weekend.
Indeed. How did you get the gig, Peter?
Sorry?
How did you get the gig, as we say in the
right? So the new a girl that I know, she'd said this place is looking for someone. I suggested you it was for a karaoke actually. I went in and met the general manager, and she says, "We're thinking of getting live singers in as well." I says, "That'll be me then. I'll do it for you." So I got this gig on Friday, then I'm out again on Saturday to the first gig I done. I've actually put a Facebook ad. No, I went out and put out a poster, and people are starting to react to it. And the girl I knew, I think it's a boyfriend, she's, "That's live music on Saturday, Friday." She didn't say, "I know it's Peter." But no, I'm looking forward to a West End hotel. It's always apprehensive because the bar's full of blokes, I don't like singing to blokes on their own, because they can be funny. But I like a mix, so I can do the drifters and everything. If in doubt, pull the drifters out.
Right, anyway, official welcome to the show. And sorry, Peter, this is Blabbing for Britain, episode 346, where we review the UK news and talk about anything that comes to mind. Okay. I went into town yesterday to the Corn Exchange and had my booster jab. So I'm fit now. They didn't do the 2-in-1 like they did last time, John. They didn't offer the flu one. They just said, that I'm not doing that again. I'm not having two at the same time.
I think there's too many people becoming Sheila, she was out for 3 days. I've due to get my job, but I'm not doing the two together now.
No, it knocks your system for 6, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Plus the fact you can't. I mean, my left arm is a bit painful, but that's all. Right arm's fine. Whereas last time both arms.
And was that the vaccine you got this time?
Yeah, it was a Pfizer, no tracing vaccine. Basically, it was well organised, apart from the fact that the computers went down about half an hour before I got there, and therefore there was a queue. But other than that, it's superbly well organised, and very quick. Once you're in, and you're out. And you don't keep you now. They just say, right, don't drive for the next 15 minutes. Just, yeah. And I wasn't driving, I was walking, so I was fine.
It's all changed, is it? They're starting to realise now, should we have locked down? Ooh.
Yeah. I think the thing, sorry, John.
I was going to say, Alice has been off work for the last week. It's her first day back because she tested positive for the 3rd time.
Yeah, we know, yeah, you said.
Yeah.
That's what you get for nursing now.
Mm.
So.
Yeah. But the thing is that nationally, the uptake on the vaccine is going lower and lower. Yeah. I mean, first vaccine, very high percentage, over the 90s. And now it's I think I could be wrong, but I'm going to say it's definitely lower. In other words, people aren't turning up like they used to. Yeah. I was speaking to the guy yesterday on the way in, and he said, I said, why is there a queue? He said the computers went down. I said, no, fair enough. I said, you didn't book everybody to arrive at 2:40 then? He said, no, people turn up when they want to. You've got an appointment for 2:40, you might turn up at 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock. You just turn up when you feel like it. So,
yeah, the church at the top, up the top, is about 600, 700 yards. Yes, that's got a walk in there. So that's probably where I'll just end up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is the first time I've been able to go to Devizes. Previous jobs I had to go to Swindon, so at least the system is improving. Yeah. Right. Okay. Another week, new government, Peter.
Well, I've got to say I'm quite impressed with Rishi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's spread it out a bit, if you know what I mean. And I think hopefully will bring stability, apart from those that want to really knife him in the back. And that's happening a lot in politics. But when I look at it now, we closed down. Rishi Sunak has helped my business with what he done. No, I got the bank. The easiest loan I have ever had in my life.
Right.
Easiest loan I ever got. I got money because I was paying taxes. I got money from him, and now here's the one. There was one. Did you know who was bleating like a Cheshire cat in Parliament yesterday?
Who?
John, you know?
No.
I've never seen a person so happy. Caroline Lucas.
Oh, the Green, yeah. Yeah, the leader of the Greens.
Because he's not going ahead with the fracking. Now, I was just looking at an article before we come out, and the actual wording doesn't say before they made a pledge. This is they will not do fracking until they're sure it is safe to do so, in words like that. They didn't say we're banning it. We will not do it until we're sure. Personally, I would have looked at an area for fracking to see a test site to see how you get on an area, because we must never. No, he said he's not doing that. So what is he going to do in its place? How fast is he going to get a nuclear station? How fast is he going to get? Invest in solar panels, by the way, because that's going to be the future with them.
Well, given the amount of sun we're getting at the moment, you're quite right, Peter. I mean, it's been a balmy 17 degrees down here, and the sun's been out. The climate's changing, and therefore there will be more light, apart from this coming weekend when the clocks change again.
There's a group of people, high profile, they're actually setting up a nuclear, a solar panel business of some sort.
Right.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Yeah, I think I've got to be. I agree with you, Peter. he's only been in the job 24 hours, and he's trying to get at him straight away without giving him a chance to get something done. I think the papers are always they smell blood, especially with Suella Braverman, and that they knock it out of all proportion, don't they? I mean, they just go on and on and on and on, and give the guy a chance.
But I mean, got to say, they never give Liz Truss a chance either. She didn't really get a chance to do anything.
Well, no, but perhaps fortunately, she was actually screwing things up.
We don't know if it would have worked. They never got a chance for what they implemented. They never got a chance to do it.
They did. Basically, it cost us all money because the bond market, where all the pensions come from, was going belly up until the Bank of England stepped in and stopped it. There were so many problems that were caused both here and in the States and around Europe, but global problems caused by
a British problem.
No, it's American problems, a knock-on effect.
There you go. So you can't put all that on Liz Truss.
No, Chancellor had something to do with it as well. Yeah, I mean, it's just basic economics. When they were doing the first leadership thing with Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss, he was telling the truth. She was doing fantasy. Yeah, that's basically as it's turned out. He said exactly what would happen, and it happened. So he wasn't.
Forum got that man in place that they wanted now.
Yeah.
Right. Has your pay-per-click campaign changed since Tuesday?
I haven't looked into it. Why do you ask?
Well, because the two current six current pay-per-click campaigns for two different businesses I'm running have all improved dramatically since Tuesday.
Because
Mr. Sunak is the only thing I can put it down to.
With the pay-per-click campaign.
Yeah. Well, people have been reticent, haven't they, for the last week? Well, basically, since the Queen passed away, pay-per-click has been down by more than a third, on some days a half. Now it's heading back towards normal.
Yeah, right. So I've got the guy doing it for me now is like I'm monitoring it. He says you've got no clicks for wasps. I says believe it or not, we're still getting it. So now I says put more money into rats and mice now. That's what's coming in now. So I'm going to be targeting rats and mice and it's a funny old game, is it? Do you know what happened to me? I says, right, I'll save some money. This is economics. I says, right, I'm putting back the hired van. It's too expensive. And I says, we've got a shared van because I've got one in 4 days a week, one in 3 days a week, and they share a van.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? The van had previously purchased, broke down, timing belt went. So to go and hire another van, and that's the trials and tribulations of running a service business. You've got to be able to adapt quickly, and so that is. And all of a sudden, there's enough work for 3 guys now.
Did the breaking of the timing belt do any further damage?
No, we got it down right away.
Because the timing belt snapping can send all the pistons into the valves and.
Oh, please, John, please. Yeah. See, here's the difference between buying new and buying second hand. That was my first second hand vehicle. You always get somebody else's rubbish. Right. So now, what do you know about Twitter this week?
Right. Okay. Well, we can talk about something, and it's new on Be Live. I'm going to switch it on.
Okay.
And it's the snake, which should be going around a screen near you.
See it. What's its purpose?
Basically, it's just to attract people.
Okay.
If you, all you need to do is type a comment to join the snake. So on Facebook or YouTube, just type a comment as I did, and you can join the snake. I'm not sure who that second person is. So I posted a link to the broadcast in Messenger. So if you want to get on the snake, and just humour me for a moment, if you want to get on the snake, please click the link and just say hello or whatever you like.
You put the link out of you, I'll do it.
Yeah, it's okay. Which Peter Stewart do I go for? Are you in the suit or not in the suit? Just a minute.
The one with the tie, that's me.
The one with the tie is you.
What do you mean?
Okay. The one with the tie.
A shiny looking face and a tie.
Okay, so just put you should be able to find a link in Messenger and just press the link and then just type a comment and we'll test this out.
All right, that's it coming up now.
Okay, and I should see your comment in the studio. Or not, as the case may be.
Right, now, I think that's it.
I'll soon find out, Peter. It will come through into the studio. No, I'm not seeing any comments.
Okay, wait a minute. It might be this. That's it.
Right, okay, I'm waiting. Yeah, there it is. Well done, Peter. Okay, and you have joined the snake. How's that? Pre-publicity, Peter. The snake is running around the screen. Yeah. Now, obviously, the idea is to actually, the bigger the snake, the more people are actually commenting. So it has practical value.
Okay.
And if you just type a comment, you're actually on the snake. Okay. And that works well on Amazon.
Whatever
Amazon Live.
Think of next.
This was the result of a Be Live hackathon. And there's 3 teams. There's Daniel with one team, Sophia with another, and Marina with a third. And the idea was, over the course of the week, to come up with something which would enhance Be Live. And this was Daniel's idea. And Daniel's made sure it's actually coming to production. So it's in production now. And it's available in all Be Live studios. You just need to find out where to switch it on, which I did yesterday.
Okay.
But in terms of marketing, it's going to prove very, very useful, especially where you've got to stand out. I mean, if you're actually on Amazon Live and people are scrolling down and they see something moving, they're more attracted than they are if you just sat there like cheese at Fulton's. I've not heard that expression for a long time. I don't know where that came from.
Sounds like a bloody Burnley that expression.
Yeah, I think it was. I think that was a Lancashire expression.
In Birmingham, sure.
Guys, can I ask a question? How does my picture look to use? Is it rich or is it too light?
It's quite light.
It is quite light at the moment, yeah. And you've got a table at the back of your head.
Yeah, the table doesn't do you any favours.
No, I'll move that one day. But how's that now?
Doesn't look any different. But you can't tell, Peter, because you know the performance of your internet will have a dramatic effect on how you look.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the lights on. I've got the Logitech Litra light, and I've got the room lights on because it's dark outside. It's nearly night time.
I'll never get this right. It just seems
okay.
very strange.
Should the clocks change this weekend, or should we just leave things as they are?
Leave things as they are, but they are going to change, aren't they?
Well, but this weekend.
Yeah. Sunday, 31st. Yeah.
What do you mean? Excuse me. Now, is it backwards or forwards, Peter? That's the question.
I just let my things do it automatically. I forget about these things in life. It's a pain in the butt.
We've got mechanical clocks, so we want to know in advance which way they've got to go. Right. Yeah. I think go back, don't they? So that 5 o'clock is 4 o'clock.
It's to give our friends in Scotland more light at night when they're going home from school and work.
Right, so
that's theory.
Strange country. Doing things differently. Now, how's it? Right.
Did Nicola mention the fact that she'd had a phone call on the first day?
I did hear mention of it. I didn't listen too much. It's quite interesting. I wonder what Rishi will do with it, you know. And I don't know.
Well, he showed the three of them because he also spoke to, is it Drakeford in Wales and whatever the guy is in Northern Ireland. He did speak to all of them. So, which Mrs. Truss was accused of not doing.
Right.
That's true. And Joe Biden, he spoke to Joe as well. Yeah, which is good. That's working well, Peter. If you can move.
That's not a red wall area. That's a blue wall area.
Okay. Yeah. Pretty
Right.
good.
Do you think that all those people in the red wall areas will now give Ricky a chance, especially with the migration situation? Did you know that the handling place is actually double the size, the amount of people in it are double what it should be? Were you aware of that?
No.
Well, obviously you want to hear too much. This is all the things I watch, and it's actually the holding centre is double the size. No, the amount of people in the holding centre, say it was meant to be 100, there's about 200 in it.
Well, this is the place that the guy visited in Sussex.
I'm not sure. What do you know?
Well, it was a lot more than twice as many people. And he was disgusted that people who were supposed to be in there a maximum of 48 hours were still there 5 weeks later and sleeping on the floor on blankets.
And the other thing is, they're putting them up in hotels, and it's costing the country a lot of money.
6.5 million a day.
What do you think of that, gents?
I don't think there's alternative-wise. There's nothing can be done. Say good morning to Corinda, and Corinda's asking what the agenda is. John stops us having an agenda. We just talk about what we like.
Blabbing, it's my fault.
And it is.
Neatly took that away from the subject.
Yeah, Corinda is the head of the snake now. Thank you for commenting, Corinda.
Right, Twitter. Who knows what Elon Musk done this week?
He delivered, was it a half a loo or a sink or something?
No, well, you know when the saying is everything but the kitchen sink.
Indeed, yeah.
He brought a kitchen sink into Twitter headquarters yesterday.
Yeah, apparently it's not something he'd done of his own bat. Apparently it's quite a common thing in the situation he finds himself in.
All right, okay.
It's a bit of a tradition, apparently.
The snowflakes are melting seemingly at Twitter. All the people that work there. He's going to be opening up the platform to everybody that got banned, basically. And the snowflakes sitting at their seats, melting.
True. I'll just take Corinda's question. He wants to know how to put the snake on Be Live. If you go to widgets, Corinda, it's the bottom widget. So in your Be Live studio, go to widgets on the left-hand side and then click the bottom widget. Do you think he's actually going to change Twitter at all, or just leave it as is?
No, I think he's got to do something different. I think he'll probably have more videos and things. He'll do something different. You'll get a lot of people leaving Twitter of the left, to be honest. But where are they going to go?
There's no alternative at the moment.
So you've got Truth Social, which is run by the ex-President Trump. He's involved with that, and you've got Telegram, but all these are seen as right-wing platforms. So there's not much they can go to, and when they get up in the morning and they open up their Twitter so they can fight people, You've also got Facebook that can stay on, but they might not be able to say what they want there. So you've got Rumble, which is on the stock market. Rumble, you can speak about anything on Rumble. They're on the stock market now. What else have we got? YouTube, but you have to be careful what you say on there, or you're out. So about the freest platform at the moment is Rumble. That's about the freest platform. Any more you know of?
No, I still predominantly use Facebook.
Yeah.
Broadcast Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And my website.
So I don't know how many people Twitter have got, but he's got by Friday to buy it, seemingly. And then, could you imagine if he bought it and said, "I think I'll shut this down now"? Could you imagine?
The price is high enough to make it. You wouldn't spend that much money and close it down.
He does some strange things.
Unless you have you're running a competing system, that would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might merge with Truth Social. He might merge with Telegram. He could do a merger, and all the snowflakes would melt.
Let's just merge it with TikTok. How's that?
Chinese. Hey, TikTok is I quite like TikTok. I watch quite a lot of TikTok, and not for the things you might think. You get a lot of Second World War stuff on it, and some interesting stuff on it.
Yeah. Okay. Can we talk about Burnley? Right, Burnley are. I'm only doing this, Peter, because I don't want to brag, and I want to brag for the rest of the season. Burnley are playing superbly. They've only lost one game this season, and they are top of the Championship. Blackburn may be third, but Burnley are top. Okay, that's that over.
Although
Second bit,
QPR could overtake them with the game in hand, couldn't they?
That's possible, but to only lose one game, come on, that's great form. Right, okay.
Have you seen the quote from Vincent?
He's made so many good quotes recently, John. Which one are you referring to?
The match you've just won, where you won in the last gasp of Norwich.
1-0, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It said it's not London or Madrid, it's Burnley.
No, he's got
another interesting thing in the Championship as well, which affects two sports that you like. And that is the chief executive of Bristol City is going to become the chief executive of the ECB, the English Cricket Board, England and Wales Cricket Board, Richard Gould.
Yeah.
You know that?
I know England were beaten by Ireland, which is not good news.
No, well, he's going to replace Claire Connor in the new year, who's done it temporarily after Tom Harrison. See, we do keep up with the Wales, with the cricket news, only because, of course, it was a football piece of news that told us that.
Well, fair enough. Right, talking of news, it gives me a chance to do this. I'm going to go over here. It's marketing. We're talking marketing, and I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to click here and go here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this on screen and obliterate all of us. Angelica has moved her online courses from Udemy and Skillshare to our own website. And we are celebrating the launch of said courses: Basic German for Children, German tenses, the present tense, numbers in German, German gender, complete guide to German pronunciation. And what I'm hoping, if I get this right, is actually post a link. I should have posted a link. I'm annoyed here. I'm going to try that again. Right, I'll do a part 2 in a minute. Just give me a second. I may need to change something. But all the courses are now on our own website on a system called UTeach. which she got as a lifetime deal. So all the courses, all the videos are hosted, and she just then combines it into her website.
That's
So,
good.
and
Has
at
it
the moment,
made any difference yet?
well, the first difference it made, Peter, is that when she sells a course, instead of sell a $10 course on Udemy, and you get $1.73. Sell a $10 course on your own website, and you get $9.50.
Wow. So who does the marketing of it?
We're building our marketing. Angelica's building her marketing team at the moment, and you'll see it plastered everywhere. Because there's basically, I'm an affiliate. You can be an affiliate if you want. You can help market it. So Angelica is looking for affiliates, and it's 30% commission.
Right. So is it £9 a month, or £10 a month?
It's it's a one-off fee for a lifetime access. So $9. Some courses are $9.99. Some courses are $19.99. If you pay the $19.99, then you get access forever. Yeah. So you can watch it whenever you want.
And you can do it at your own pace.
Exactly. That's it. Yeah. And there's going to be a monthly live session with Angelica, which everybody who buys a course can join in.
Okay.
And that will be private to the people who actually join the course on Angelica's website. So it's all systems go at the moment. I mean, it is a long game rather than a short game.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about getting 173 against $9.50, then it's a game you've got to do.
That's excellent.
Yeah. So
and is she still doing well locally?
Oh yeah, she's booked up. She's got a German lesson tonight.
Do you know, it's a language I would love to know fluently, but I just can't sit and concentrate with it. It's a very difficult language. Can you speak fluently now?
I can understand fluently.
Okay.
I can speak some fluently. I've got an echo, but I think it's a temporary echo.
Okay.
Let me just.
We could hear an echo.
No, you're okay.
Right. Okay.
Oh, well, best of luck with that. What a difference. Okay. And then she'll get more hits. All you need to do is a bit of marketing there, you know, and that would be great.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I mean, you can market to the people in your own circles on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. What you want to do is break outside that. So if you get affiliates to actually market your services, then they reach out to their audiences, and I think that's widening the audience is the thing. Yeah. So getting a group of people who are motivated to promote language, because they are amazing courses. They're stood the test of time.
Can I ask that? Is it like a video course for Angelica speaking?
It is, yeah.
Or is it written? Because when we were stationed in Germany, there was a lady called Karina Schnabel, and she was on the TV program Auf Wiedersehen Pet. She was on that. I think she passed away now. And it used to have this parrot come on with, and it was, you should probably know it, Angelica. And the parrot would be there. Karina Schnabel. That was what Schnabel mean, you know? I think it's beak or something, is it?
Yeah. I shall ask. Corinda, as a question, do you think Rishi will be good at PM?
Well, I think he's got that chance. He probably will be. I think he's more of a pacifier in respect of he's not hard line. But he understands the immigration problem as well. You know, the government they've got to get that bit right and get the economy working again. That's the two things they've got to get right, and they'll keep the red wall states.
We've got 2 years to do it.
Yeah. Right. Well, I just did a quick search on German learning in devices.
Yeah.
Angelica does come on the first page, but she desperately needs to resubmit her website to Google Webmaster Tools because it refers to 2011 as the last post in the blog.
Just shows how long she's been going, though, John.
No, it's very positive. Don't get me wrong. And she has entries from Milex and other organisations, nationally.
You could, yeah.
But she would do better if she resubmitted her website to Google Webmaster Tools and also updated the photos on her local page.
Okay. You mean to photos like this one?
Yeah, but what comes up is basically some words over the top of a page, which is the German flag, and not those things. Yeah.
Free bit of advice there, my friend.
Yeah. All appreciated. Okay. And now we have a bit of marketing going on because it's posted on Facebook and it's posted on YouTube. Work that time.
Was it?
Didn't spell her name right though, did you?
Did it in a rush. Just a minute. Thank you, guys. Just a minute. Angelica doesn't watch Blabbing for Britain ever, so right. I think we're okay on that. I'm just going to go and just excuse me. I'm just going to do a quick edit. If I press that button there and go back here, just a minute. This is live editing.
Great.
I better not put a capital A. Okay, so I think I've done it. So what I need to do now is hide that. Okay, and then bring it back on screen again. Okay, and this time, after a second or two, theoretically, it's probably going to come up with the old text. It's got a memory. Hi, just a minute. That didn't work either. Hang on. Live R&D. Let's go for it again. And go here and go here and listen. I'm actually
came up correct.
Sorry?
Posts came up correct.
Both came up correct.
Yeah, if you look in the right-hand public column, you'll see they're correct.
You can always depend on John to keep you right to marketing.
We got there.
We've got nothing else to do.
So as a matter of interest, how many people are wanting to learn German?
I know Angelica's diary is full, so enough will be the correct answer.
Why are they learning German? Why are they learning German?
Visiting Germany, visiting relatives, especially where one of the parents is German and they want to visit Germany and they want the children to be able to speak German. So when they go and see Umar, that's one scenario where it happens quite a lot.
One of the things that happened at a weekend, I was sitting in a well-known coffee place, starts with a C. Why should I put their name out there when they give me nothing? Anyway, so I'm sitting in the table next to a young lady, and obviously mum and dad was there, and my ear was like, Entschuldigen bitte, sind Sie Deutsch? So I had a good chat away with them about my time in Berlin and things, and it was good. And I was telling them, every time I go back, I always make a point of saying to people, what do you think of the walls? They said, put it back up. And they didn't, but surely not. I said, yes. Every time I ask people my age, men usually, they would say, put the wall back up again. They wouldn't have believed me. Says, I'm telling you. Can you believe that?
Well, from my point, I can't think of a reason you want it to go back, because you've got a false sense of we've got the same thing in the UK. If you say to people, do you want things back the way they used to be in the 70s? Then they'll say yes. Yeah, but there was no internet, there's no telephone. It wasn't good memories.
I think they felt that the East Berlin was getting more than West Berlin. It kind of, although they're one big city now, they just felt it was a lot of money getting injected in to that side of the city, and they were leaving this side of the city. There is, because there is a Vesti and Osti bit of difference there.
Yeah.
You can see it, and they know he's an Osti, he's a Vesti. Yes.
Indeed. Right, what else is going on at the moment that we can talk about? Just trying to look at the Guardian.
That Mr. Sunak will abandon the state pension triple lock.
Do you think he will?
Well, some of the papers seem to.
I don't think he will, Peter, because it loses
I don't
votes.
think he can this year round, for our April rise, but I think they mean beyond that commitment.
No matter what, guys, he's going to have to get in more money one way or another.
Yeah.
One way or another, he's. I'll tell you what I do. Anything that comes in for Europe, but a 25% tariff on him, that'll get them rattled. Any idea the answer to this? Somebody's going to have to pay for it.
Oh, we're going to have to. I mean, we've got to pay for everything that's happened in the last 3 years. Everything where the government was spending money to actually support us through COVID. That's all got to be paid back at some point. And the argument is that we don't want our children and grandchildren to pay for what happened today, and therefore we shouldn't borrow more. But every government that comes in borrows more.
So here's the thing. How long did it take us to pay America back after the Second World War?
That's just America, and that took quite a while, Peter, didn't it?
Yes, it did. So you just say, well, let's out that away. Let's get more tech, as we used to call it. Let's get more money so we can move on. And you just think you're on your feet. Wow, we won't have to pay America all that money back again. Wow. And then this happens. Oh, we're going to have to borrow money again. And we're such a kind country. We'll let Germany off the what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for?
Reparations.
Reparations. Did you know that?
Yeah.
We forgave them. I'd have kept taking their money.
Yeah, I mean, personally, we've got to live by what Mr. McCorber said. The governments don't. I mean, the governments just don't keep a good budget. They spend more than they're getting in consistently, and that's irrespective of the party that's in power.
Yeah.
Governments do spend more than they gain as tax.
Yeah. So
because they can.
Who makes the money then out of that?
The Swiss.
The Swiss.
The gnomes of Zurich. World finance is a mystery, I think. But somebody somewhere lends us the money. Basically, the government issues bonds, people buy the bonds, and they said, okay, lend us $100 and we'll pay you $120 back in 50 years' time.
Right.
That's the way it works.
Any country couldn't pay their debts and they wouldn't. But what happens if a country says, hey, Stephen, I've no money to pay you, mate. What are you going to do about it? We'll just invade you.
You're talking about Greece, aren't you?
Is that what happened there?
Yeah. Yeah. Greece couldn't meet its debts.
Right.
So the EU said, this is what you've got to do. And they have come out the other side now. But it hits the ordinary citizens. It doesn't hit governments. Governments are just impervious to it. People suffer. Yeah. So
one country could say to another one day, I'll tell you what, we'll build that infrastructure for you. You pay us back. If you can't pay us back in time, we take over. You know who's doing that, don't you?
England?
The Chinese.
Chinese, yeah. Well, in Africa, yes. Yeah.
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 We'll just take over your country. Don't worry about it. We'll feed you. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
And then they'll put their troops into that country. Yeah, what do you think? Speaking about that, what do you think about the pilots that are getting £250,000
Yeah.
to go over to China to train their pilots and how to defeat us in the air? What do you think of that?
I think it's the power of money, isn't it? I mean, if somebody offers you $250,000 a year to do what you do well,
Yeah.
And you say, okay, I'm training these guys, they're not going to bomb Taiwan. Difficult. You just basically you throw your conscience on one side and just go for the money if you can.
Yeah, especially if you were somebody that a lot of the guys that I know, they left the forces, right? And they weren't particularly nice to them. About 3 of them I know, you know.
Yeah.
They were actually, they said, well, as a relative of mine said he would never put that British Army uniform on again. You know, and he was army. I don't know what happened. He never gave me the true story. He lives in Israel now.
2 minutes.
Yeah. So
Okay,
he lives in Israel now. And I was absolutely shocked when he told me. He says, I will never wear it again. That's quite powerful, that.
It is,
I need to find out what's happening there, you know. And so if people like that said £250,000, I'll take it on. But are they being treacherous?
Yeah. The lure of money, lure of good money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed. Yeah. I think John must be getting a parcel.
Oh, it'll be a parcel.
It will be a parcel. Yeah.
So today I'm coming to the end of my menteeship and mentorship.
Right.
So,
lady. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been. It went very well. My tough times have actually made me think and say, right, if this was Astrid, what's her name? If this was Astrid, what would I be telling her if she was in this situation? You know?
Yeah.
And it's just that growth pains, and you know, even my business at the moment is plateaued. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Don't know what to do next. There's even a guy in my area who works for a national company, a very well-known national company, has been asked to go 3 days a week.
Okay.
No, shocking. Yeah.
Yeah. What type of business carries you through the winter? In other words, what are you looking after in the winter?
Well, basically, rats and mice are coming in already. So what I'm going to do is put money into pay-per-click. I'll have to get back onto my SEO and write about rats and mice coming into the building. And I've had 12,000 views on a YouTube channel that I'd done 8 months ago, right?
Yeah.
I forgot about it. So I'll have to go 12K views of me doing an intro to my business. And this is one of the problems I've got. I was worried with what to do next, all the social media. I've forgotten it. Even to get a video up into YouTube. Is the best way to use your mobile phone, then put it up? I think that's the best way.
Sorry for disappearing. The postman wanted my autograph.
Okay.
I had to
We
sign a letter. It's a good letter, though.
Yeah. So
from the bank, confirming my approval of my loan, so I can buy a replacement car.
Even at your age.
Finance is no issue at our age.
He's only young. He's only young, Peter.
Well, let's put it this way, Peter. I've gone with MBNA, who have had a low percentage credit card for I don't know, 15 years or more.
Okay.
If I went with the finance from the garage selling the car, it's a big name garage, Sutton Park Group. They wanted 11.8%,
Really?
which meant I would pay on the 12k that I need to finance. I would pay 2,600 and something pounds interest over 42 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I've gone with MBNA, and I can finance. Well, I am financing at a 4.8%, which means I'll be paying £860 in interest, and I will only have to make payments which are £21 less for 36 months instead of 42 months.
So is that an actual loan you've taken out, not using the credit card?
Personal loan.
Wow. It just shows you, does it? You don't, nobody, you think, oh, 9-11%. You think, oh, it's nothing, really, is it? But when you really work it out,
Different. 6 months less payments, £21 a month less for the same amount of money. Yeah.
Well, I was saying, I've just put a van back, thinking I'd save money. Then my other van broke down. I've had to go and hire another van immediately. Yes, odds law.
Needs must, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
the reality is that this will probably be my last car purchase.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
well,
I'm almost 70, like 2 months short of 70 when I make the final payment on it.
Wow. Well, I've said to the guys, the vans I get are the vans I get to either if I sell up the business or I die. We're not getting any more. End of. I don't know about you. I'm getting scared at this age now. It's really hitting me.
I used to think like that, but then if you've balanced your life well enough, money's not a problem. Yeah. And the 634 quid that comes every month from the government just makes, well, every 4 weeks, in fact, just makes quite a lot of difference.
You know, a lot of my singer friends, well, they're all
doing 3 days a week work, but not 5 days a week anymore.
Do you know, I've got a young 12-year younger than me, my friend. He was a quality assurance, Andy something was quality assurance engineer. He's never left school because he's always at college, which makes him a student, right? So he gets things back. He works 3 days a week, I think it is, at Tesco delivering. And to be honest, I think he's happy as Larry. And when I says, you're going for a job again, he says, he says, I quite like the life balance I've got now, and good for him. And he's better off than me, in all honesty. And at my age, I'm trying to expand again.
Nothing wrong in that, Peter. I mean,
it's great news. But I've always said, since I went self-employed in 1999, there will only ever be me, and that's all there ever has been. Because I've watched people take on 5, 6, suddenly they've got 17 to 20 people in their business. 2 of them turn out to be idiots, and before you know it, they've gone bust. And one of them lost his house,
I've often said recently, I said, what am I doing this for? What am I doing this for?
Peter, what would you do if you didn't have it?
Yeah, I don't do much in it, but I do the marketing and things, Okay, Stephen. Sorry.
No, I just don't tell your employees you don't do much, because that.
No, I don't do much. No,
they don't watch Blabbing for Britain, so that's fine.
No, they're not.
But isn't that a good thing? Because they know their jobs are more secure because he's not going to turn up.
I just say to them, I'll leave you to get on with it. But what I have told them, I says, you'll be getting a phone call now and then, and you'll be getting an exam. Hello, come round for a cup of tea. Bang, how's your tea? Bang, how's your exam? And I did say to them, I expect you to know every aspect of this job. I says, so this is what I do. I says, I don't work well in the van anymore. My job is to market and network and keep using a job, but you've got to know everything about the job to keep yourself in a job, you know, which makes it more professional. And I expect you to know this, you know. And that's what I do. I just throw curveballs at them all the time. What's a Nuthika? Do you know what a Nuthika is? It's the egg purse that cockroaches carry with them.
Do you remember this sign?
No, what's that?
Bothered. Do we really want to know?
Yes, we do. I mean, that's the thing that keeps me going is new things to learn every day.
Yeah.
That's it. There's always something, be it tech, be it video, be it anything. Hungry for knowledge.
You mentioned Angelica had bought a lifetime thing. I bought a lifetime thing yesterday. Haven't even played with it yet. But for the $59 it cost me, it could save me a lot of time. And it's a product called Radar with 2 A's in the second part, RADAAR. And it's on, God, what's the commonplace? We all go for cheapo deals.
What is it for?
Thank you. For some reason,
it's all about.
Why did I keep thinking?
Just a minute. Let's go here for a minute. It's all about planting ideas in people's subconscious. That's what marketing is all about. Yeah. Now, I posted this in Blabbing for Britain 3 weeks ago, and it stayed in John's subconscious. So when he saw it again, he thought, "I've heard of that." You heard it here.
Well, whether it was totally subconscious or not, I got my usual every other day blast. And it was like there. I clicked on it and then I watched some of the things and thought, well, I've got a current product, but the current product doesn't do everything that this does. And I've had the current product for about 8 years. So no, that's an exaggeration. 5 years. Yeah. And basically it was another lifetime purchase. And at the time it was absolutely excellent, but it's not moved any further on.
So what does it do?
It schedules. Well, John can tell you.
It does a lot more. You can schedule your posts in social media, but it's a lot more than that. You can watch out for keywords, and it'll tell you what other people are doing. You can create pages that you want to send people to, rather than sending a page on your website. Loads of things, and for $59 basically you can manage, I think it's 11 social media accounts. Well, that's more than enough for what I want to do these days. In the past it wouldn't have been, but now it is, because there's a couple of people I work with that I don't work with any longer out of personal choice.
They're based in Turkey,
Okay,
which is unusual for a software company. But they are at the same stage that NVIDIA were at 4 years ago. They're eager to please and eager to innovate and to add things. And they're going to do what OneStream have done. And that's basically, if you got the AppStream deal, you're part of the family, you'll get the upgrades. And they're bringing out some great upgrades. Now, when you actually put a post on there, they actually grade it and they tell you whether you actually got the right number of hashtags, whether you've got the right length of text, whether you've got an image, everything that you need to know, because we put posts together, we throw them together. They've thought about it and they're structured how you should put a post together, and they will check it for you. That's a brilliant piece of software.
I dropped the $59. I haven't actually even watched the training videos yet. They're actually Radar tutorials are in the next tab along from this one.
Very good. John, it's over to you.
Is it really that time already? By gosh. Anyway, so hopefully by this time next week, I'll be driving my new Jam Jar and I'll show you some pictures of it. Everybody thinks the colour scheme's weird because it's silver grey metallic. with an orange metallic roof. It sounds really awful, but actually it looks really cool when you see it. So it's goodbye from my friend in Wiltshire with his wobbly wall that goes round his cabinet. It's goodbye from my friend in Scotland who's pretending to be in front of a wall that's not really there. And there's me in front of the Milky Way that's not really there either. So it's goodbye from all three of us, and see us same time, same place next week for episode 347.
Hey, bye everybody.
Shoes fun, yeah, and all that rubbish.